About 6 months ago, a TikTok prankster by the name of Mizzy got himself in a little bit of trouble when he raided someone's house. Now, there was a lot of controversy behind this, obviously. If you aren't aware of who Mizzy is, he was essentially just a TikTok prankster who just went around and did just the dumbest shit just to get views. He's famous for stealing people's dogs' pranks, walking into random people's houses, jumping on cars, and going on the news. He's just a real piece of shit. He really did blow up when he started making his KFC pranks, when he would basically just walk into the kitchen area of these fast food restaurants and just start causing loads of problems. So yeah, now you've got a little bit of background on him. Last year, well, not even last, yeah, it was about 6 months ago, he decided that it was going to be an amazing prank idea to just walk straight through someone's front door and sit down in their living room. Now, obviously, he's harmless. He couldn't hurt a fly. If he threw a punch at someone, he would end up hitting himself. It would like boomerang around and somehow hit him. So he's a harmless individual, so he's nothing to really be scared of, but he literally walked into someone's house. There were children in the house. I'm going to play the clip for you guys real quick, just so you guys get the good context of it.
WTF, this is too mad and too far.
James? Come to the front door right now, please.
James?
James. Hi.
You man, come.
Hello, James.
We need to speak to James.
James.
Hi.
Hi. James.
Is this
Right,
where the
let's go
study
back.
group is?
No. No. What door number is this?
No. Study group. Wait, this is not where the study group is.
got kids, man.
Oh, you got kids? Oh, sorry. Oh, I thought this was the study group. I actually thought. Ain't this the study group?
He literally walked in, started making some dumb excuse saying, oh, is this like not the study place and stuff like that? And you know, the dad is very calm about it, actually. Full respect to him. He says, mate, there's kids in there, get the fuck out of my house. The wife is very shocked and panicky. You can see her literally shouting for her husband straight away. And yeah, it's just a real piece of shit thing to do, because that's going to be something that those people are going to think about for a long time now. Now, understandably, he's taught them a good lesson here. Don't leave your front door open, ever. You don't know who's going to walk through your front door. It doesn't matter if you live in the safest area. Anyone could walk through your door. But yeah, that's kind of besides the point. So yeah, he got in a lot of trouble for this, and he did actually get arrested. And he only just got sentenced now, so it's been about 6 months in the waiting. A lot of people have been preying on his downfall. He went on the news. He basically got cancelled. I'm pretty sure he lost his TikTok account as well. Thank fucking God. I hate people like this, if you can't tell. And yeah, his sentencing is going to really piss everyone off, actually. He got 18 weeks. Yeah, 18 weeks. 18 weeks in an adult prison with dangerous criminals would be, yeah, it'd be pretty scary for him. But nope, he's just been stuck in a young offenders institution. What the fuck is that going to do for this kid? He literally has exactly what he wanted now. Now we can just go on TikTok as soon as he gets out and be like, oh yeah, free me up, bro, I'm home now, fresh home, like, bro, new pranks coming out. It's like, it's just giving him the attention he wanted. This piece of shit needed to be locked away for a good amount of time. He's not a safe person for society. All it takes is for him to get in a little bit of danger where he feels a little bit intimidated, and he's just going to hit someone. Like, he's already made a joke about stealing people's dogs. He's already made a joke about stealing shit and literally damaging people's property. Why the fuck has this kid only been put in a young offenders institution for 18 weeks? Now, 18 weeks, obviously, it's about 4.5 months. So, you know, it's still a decent amount of time. He's going to miss out on that in life. And hopefully he learns a lesson from this. But I honestly don't think it's enough. It should have been more like 18 months. If you go through all like people are talking about this on Twitter at the moment. If you go through Twitter, it is literally just people saying, why is it not 18 months? I don't fucking understand why it's not. Like, this really does kind of show how I suppose lenient the criminal justice system is in the UK on young offenders. They really don't like putting young children in prison for a long time, no matter what they've really done. Unless it's murder or something. If it's something ridiculous, they really don't like putting them in for a long time. I mean, you could literally commit, like, you could burn down your entire street and they'd say, Yeah, just spend like maybe 2 weeks doing a little bit of like gardening and that should be fine. You know, just don't do it again. It's really stupid. I mean, like these kids are literal criminals. I understand, you know, sometimes you get the background checks and they don't have a good household, they haven't been raised properly, or maybe they just a fucking wild kid, or maybe they got issues with them. It doesn't matter, right? These people still aren't safe for our society. They should still be locked away. And this kid, he's only promoting his behavior. He only glorifies it even more. So you get kids that are even younger than him and looking up to him because he's getting views on TikTok. He's getting women, which is what every single young kid wants. If you're like year 8, 13 years old or whatever, all you're looking at is girls. I'm not joking. And if you're not, then, well, you're probably just a bit of a loser, aren't you? Unless you're gay, which there's nothing wrong with. Anyway, moving on from that. I also just want to note how ridiculous it is that he's only been put in a young offenders institution. This guy is literally 19 years old. He is an adult. If the crime was any more severe, he would literally get put in an adult's prison. I'm shocked. I'm baffled that he's been put in a young offenders institution, because this guy actually needs to be taught a lesson. He needs to be put in a scenario where he's actually surrounded by people they're bad people. Because I guarantee this kid is just a little frail-minded. He's just a little bit peer pressured, and you know, he hasn't really got much going on in his life. And this is the only way where he gets a bit of attention. So he actually needs to be put in a scenario where he can't act like a bad boy anymore. He actually has to kind of be himself to, you know, get away from the dangers. Because if you get put in a male prison and it's all adults, you're surrounded by 20-year-olds, you're surrounded by murderers, you're surrounded by people that are going to stab you, you're surrounded by drug dealers, you're surrounded by pure testosterone and anger, and you walk in there for TikTok pranks, well, you're going to be holding someone's pocket, aren't you? Anyway, yeah, I honestly do think that the UK law is very lenient on young offenders, and I think this is perfectly proven it today. If you do commit a crime, I honestly do believe that you deserve the maximum penalty. We don't need fucking criminals. We don't need them. I understand that, you know, drugs make up a huge amount of the economy, but either way, if you are going around and you are harassing innocent people, you're a true piece of shit, and you don't deserve to be in a high established society. Anyway, yeah, that's about it about Mizzy. I'm fucking mad that he's only got 18 weeks about this. It's not even like it's going to change either. It's not even like the whole internet could protest and say, this piece of shit deserves 18 months, because then you're fine against the law. And, well, that's not quite viable, I don't think. But, yeah, anyway, see you in a bit.